Hello, what's your name?
For Black Blessings, my name is Jamal Robinson. I'm 17 years old from Birmingham, but my roots run deep in Jamaica, you know?
Oh my! You look like...
I know, sister, I know. I've been carrying Bob Marley's face since the day I was born.
This story isn't about looking like anybody. This is about the man who saw Jah's miracle in my face. See?
Tell us about that, Jamal.
When I was a child, 5 years old, my father took me to the park to play. I was on the swings, innocent, just a little youth enjoying Jah's sunshine. Then some older kids surrounded me, started pointing, laughing, singing One Love mockingly at me. They started doing the Marley sway, making fun. I didn't understand why they were mocking me like that. Me run to me father, tears streaming down like river, asking, Daddy, why am I different?
Why did Jah make me look like this? I was just a child. I didn't understand the blessing yet, you understand?
My father's name was Daniel, strong Jamaican man, but he carried deep pain from his youth.
When Daniel was a young boy back in Jamaica, his grandfather was a violent man, brutal, used to beat Daniel senseless every night. Told him he was worthless, that he should never have been born. At 16, Daniel came to England alone, running from the abuse.
But the pain followed him like a shadow, seen?
He was working factory jobs, living in one room, no family, no hope. He told me that one night he was ready to end it all.
Him couldn't take the Babylon pressure anymore. He had a rope in his hands, ready to meet Jah before his time. But Jah had other plans. You see? Daniel turned on the radio one last time. And what came through the speaker?
Bob Marley, Redemption Song. The acoustic version, just Bob, his... Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. When Bob sang those words, when he heard, won't you help to sing these songs of freedom, something broke open inside his heart. He dropped the rope. He dropped to his knees and cried for hours. Bob Marley literally saved my father's life that night. Not metaphorically. Literally. Without Bob's voice, I wouldn't exist. None of this would exist. You understand me?
And then you were born?
23 years later, I was born. My mother passed. Before I could know her, cancer took her when I was a baby. So it was just me and Daniel. But Dad told me that when the midwife placed me in his arms, and one time when he looked down at my newborn face, his heart nearly stopped.
Him say me look exactly like Bob Marley.
Not similar, not kind of like exactly, same nose, same mouth, same eyes, even as a newborn baby. He said he looked up to the ceiling and whispered, "Thank you, Jah. Thank you for showing me the sign." He named me Jamal, but he always said I was Bob's spirit, sent to remind him why he chose to live. See? But Dad's love, it became like a fire that burns too bright, you know? Every birthday, he'd buy me Rasta Tams, Marley t-shirts. He taught me guitar, even though his fingers were stiff from factory work. Played Bob's albums every single day. When I turned 7, 8 years old, I started noticing something was wrong. Dad would look at me, but him wasn't seeing Jamal. He was seeing Bob. He'd call me Robert sometimes by mistake. Sing like your father, Bob.
I was a child trying to find myself, and my own father couldn't see me through the ghost of a legend. You understand what that does to a youth? When I was 14, Dad got sick, started coughing, losing weight. The doctors ran tests. Lung cancer, stage 4. The same cancer that took Bob Marley from this world. You understand the irony? The man whose voice, bass, saved my father's life, the same disease that killed him is now killing my father. Dad said it was like Jaws cruel poetry. Doctors gave him 1 year, maybe 18 months if he was lucky. And boy, so angry. I was 15 watching my father dying, and he was still calling me Bob, still asking me to sing. Birds while he's taking cancer pills. One night me explode at him. Scream, my not Bob Marley, my name is Jamal, John. Why can you not just see me? Why do I have to be the ghost of a dead man for you to love me? I told him, I wish I was never born looking like this. I wish Jah never cursed me with this face. My father, he was so weak he could barely stand. Jamal, I'm sorry, me so sorry, son. I never meant to make you feel invisible. Hugged my hand with holy strength and said, Jamal, I'm sorry. Me so sorry, son. I never meant to make you feel invisible. When I see your face, I don't see you as Bob Marley. I see you as the proof that love is more powerful than death, and a proof that music can save lives, proof that Jah answers prayers. Said, you're not Bob's replacement, you're Jah's reminder. Every time I look upon you, I remember why I'm still breathing. So today, I'm going to be doing a song specially dedicated to my father and Bob Marley.
A small room in Birmingham, a broken man sat alone, rope in his trembling fingers, so far away from home. Jamaica's son in Babylon, beaten down by life's cruel hand, ready to surrender, couldn't take another stand. But the radio whispered softly through the darkness and the pain. A voice rose up like thunder, like the coming of the rain. Emancipate yourself, it sang from mental slavery. And my father dropped that rope and fell down to his knees. One love saved a broken soul, that from the voice rose up of the rain. Emancipate yourself, it sang from mental slavery. And my father dropped that rope and fell down to his knees. One love saved a broken soul that night. One heart found the will to fight. One voice pulled him from the edge of death, gave him reason for another breath. Now I carry both their stories in my face. Bob's reflection, but it's Jah's amazing grace. I'm not a shadow, I'm a living testimony that love is stronger than any misery. 23 years later, I came into this world. Mama went to heaven, left her baby boy and girl. But when my father held me, saw my newborn face, he said he saw a miracle, evidence of Jah's embrace. He named me Jamal Robinson, but called me his second chance. Every time he looked at me, he saw redemption's dance. Bob Marley saved his life once, now I saved it every day. Just by being here, just by choosing to stay. One love saved a broken soul that night. One heart found the will to fight. One voice pulled him from the edge of death, gave him reason for another breath. Now I carry both their stories in my face. Bob's reflection, but it's Jah's amazing grace. I'm not a shadow, I'm a living testimony that love is stronger than any misery. I was angry for so long, couldn't see the bigger plan. Why did I have to look like someone else to make my father understand? But in a hospital bed dying, he held my hand so tight, said, son, you're not a copy, you're the proof that love was right. You're the answer to a desperate prayer I made so long ago, when I asked Jah for a reason and he let that music flow. You're not Bob Marley's echo, you're the song that kept me here. You're the melody of mercy, you're the reason I stayed, my dear. Cancer took him from me, just like it took Bob away. Same disease that kills the healers came to steal another day. But I sang to him while dying every song we ever knew, and his lips moved with the lyrics, though no sound was coming through. His last words were a promise that I'm keeping here tonight. Tell the world how music saved me, be the bearer of the light. So I'm standing on this stage now with his spirit in my soul, singing out redemption's message, making broken people whole. One love saved a broken soul that night. One heart found the will to fight. One voice pulled him from the edge of death, gave him reason for another breath. Now I carry both their stories in my face. Bob's reflection, but it's Jah's amazing grace. I'm not a shadow, I'm a living testimony that love is stronger than any misery.
On my mind, my heart beats loud.
Any misery, yeah. Yeah. If you're holding wrong tonight, if you think you can't go on, your moment. Let this be your dawn. Music saved my father's life, and my father's love saved mine. We're all connected by the threads of Jah's design. One love, one heart, one father who believed. One song, one chance, one soul that was retrieved. Don't worry about a thing, every little thing's gonna be alright. 'Cause love is stronger than the darkest night. One love, one father, one eternal light.
Once again, you're welcome to The Voice Talent, where we'll talk about people who look like our past legend, who have their past stories and how it relates to what has happened to them. Mind you, this is a fictional niche, or should I say, is a fictional channel. So everything you see here, or every resemblance or character has nothing to do with the original people. It's just a fiction. Thank you once again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.